like every week, a short thought on the Vachadik Parsha. But before I share with you a Dvar Torah, I just want to ask each and every one of you, my Talmidim, my Chaverim, and anybody that listens to these Divrei Torah, please daven for my mother, Imi Moirosi. She's a great personality. As a young girl, she survived the Holocaust, losing most of her family, father, mother, Zayda, Baba, 5 of her siblings. And Baruch Hashem, very accomplished life. She's very, very ill, and she needs a refuah shalem, a rachamei shamayim. So please learn for her refuah and daven. Please write down her name, Fradel Basleya, and please daven for her refuah shalem. We should share besoros toivos. So this week is Parshat Lecha. And we start the story of our people, the story of the Jews. Bereshis Noach deals with the giants of yore, or the Merishan and Noach. But our story starts with Avraham Avinu, first and foremost of Avoseinu Agdoshim. And in these parashiyos, we learn Aseres Nisyonis Nisnas Avraham Avinu. The Mishnah says in what were these 10 nisyonis about? What is the essence of a Sora nisyonis? It was not for Avraham Avinu, it was for us, for Klal Yisrael throughout the generations. We are a people of Mesirus Nefesh. We are a people of eternity. We cannot be destroyed. And we passed all these nisyonis with Mesirus Nefesh. Where did we get these koichas from? From Avraham Avinu. The Baraturim says, "V'yohavta es Hashem Elokecha b'chol avavcha b'chol nafshecha b'chol moedecha." And Chazal interpret this posuk, "Afilu noitel es nafshecha." Baraturim comments, "V'yohavta" is the letters of ha'avois. How is it possible? Avraham Avinu. That's where our koiches come from. And the Medrash says when Hananiah, Mishor, Azariah nechnesu lekivshana esh, Kodesh Baruch Hu tells Malach Eshores, Lechu v'nashku sifseiseim shel avoiseim shel eila shemasru et nafsham al kedushas Hashem. Kiss the lips of the forefathers of Hananiah, Mishor, Azariah. Who were they? Avraham and Yitzchak. Shemasru nafsham al kedushas Hashem, because it is from them that we derive these koiches of Mesirus Nefesh. So on Gittin Daf Nun Zayin, the famous story that everybody remembers, B'shas Churban Abayis. According to the Bavli, it was the Romans. According to the Medrash Echo, it was the Greeks. But a Jewish mother that sacrificed 7 children. 7 children were murdered before her eyes because they refused to worship an idol. They refused to be Oved Avodah Zorah. Masruat Nafsham al-Kedushas Hashem. And the last and the youngest of her children was still a little child. She kisses him and says, Lech va'omarto l'Avraham Avinu. Atu akadatu mizbeach echad v'ani ikadati shiva mizbechos. Look for Avraham Avinu up there in the heavens and tell him, you sacrificed 1, I sacrificed 7. What does she mean to say? Does she mean to tease Avraham Avinu and tell him, you think so great, I'm greater than you? Those are words that are totally inappropriate. But if that was what she meant to say, why would Chazal tell us? Everything Chazal tell us comes to teach us something. My interpretation is, look for Avraham Avinu. All the doors will be open to you. Because a person that is Moisa Nafsho Kedushas Hashem, Afilu Malach HaShoros, Ein Echnosen LeMechitzosa. Look up Avraham Avinu and tell him, thank you, Avraham Avinu. You built 1 Mizbeach. Bekoichechu Agadol. I had the strength to build 7. And it is only in your merit that I was oimid b'nesoyin v'akadeti shivo mizbachos. It's not 7. It's hundreds. It's not hundreds, it's thousands. Thousands of mizbachos, thousands of sacrifices, mesirus nefesh throughout the ages. Mekoichoi shel oisoi zoke. And my feeling is that the Asura Nisyonis touch upon every Nisoyan in the human experience, every level of the depth of the human nefesh. Starting off with Lech, Lecha, leave everything behind. Your society, your family, your homeland, and go. Where am I going? Kodesh Baruch Hu doesn't even tell him. Pack up and go. The first wandering Jew, Avraham Avinu. Ur Kasdim put his life in jeopardy. Mila, he's 100 years old. Pain. And the ultimate sacrifice, Kachnu es minchos echitcho asher ahavto. All the nisyonis, not only for Avraham, it was for us. It was for us. Rashi Perekei Mesechet Avos. Asura nisyonis nesas Avraham Avinu v'yomed b'kulam. Rashi writes, V'lo hireh rachlei midosav shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Rashi explains, it's not only that he passed the test. He passed the test. B'toy malev. He was makabel din be'ahava. And I will never forget, I think it was more than 40 years ago, in a personal conversation with my great Rebbe, with the Kloisenberger Rebbe, the Divrei Yatzev. It wasn't in public, it was in his private room. And he was talking about the Holocaust, about his own horrific experience, the pain, the torture, and the loss. He lost his wife and all 11 children. And he was left alone in the world. Ke'arar ba'arava. And then he said, Av kan ein rega v'chnish maharar gevein achrei midosav shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Not for one moment did I question the justice of HaKadosh Baruch Hu's ways. I remember I shuddered then, and I shudder every time I remember and quote those words. What a tzaddik. One moment I didn't falter, and I never questioned the Kodesh Baruch Hu's ways. Those are the koiches of Avraham Avinu. It is only if you connect to Avraham Avinu that you could stand in such nisyonis. And that's the story of Avraham Avinu and the Eser nisyonis. Lo hirar achrei midosav shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. She'ech elkeinu amoim. We should have the koyach to stand and to thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu in every circumstance, with every nisoyin, and never to falter. Moed al-Ovar, v'tzoyak al-Osed. We should share beside the stories. Have a wonderful Shabbos, all of you. Good Shabbos.